Hey, you guys, it's me, Trudy, and you're watching the Trending with Trudy show. I've got Ricky Bobby here. Hello, Ricky Bobby.
Hi.
You guys, we are live at the Hollow, Brook Hollow, 281 14532 Brook Hollow.
Yes.
So excited. I'm a little lethargic.
I am exactly the same way.
I'm trying to push through for y'all.
Well, it's funny because I didn't want to tell you, and I'm trying to get your vibe, and I'm like, well, she's good, so I can't act like I'm tired. I'm glad you feel the same way.
No.
It's been a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend. But behind the bar today, we've got Beverly and Julie at 14532 Brook Hollow. And I want to give a shout out to all of our viewers that have shared our posts and have made sure that they're going to show up. And you got Cam that shared it, Julie that shared it, Beverly shared it. Of course, our producer produces it, so he shared it and then some. You reshared it. So thanks, guys. If y'all don't have time to sit and watch it for the good 45 minutes to an hour, share it for us, because people do go back and watch it on YouTube. And, you know, it's I mean, and please leave comments, because we'll go back to it.
Please.
We'll go back and look at it. It pops up. If not immediately, we'll go back and look at it. Sandoval's always seen different things. So y'all let us know. But so Rick, were you able to get through the thunderstorms last night? Because holy moly. Hold on. I know I asked you a question, but I'm going to intervene here. Hold on. Because you texted me yesterday and said, because I had a gathering for Memorial Day.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, oh, it's going to rain on my parade. And you said, no, it's going to go around. It's going to go around. You turn into Steve Brown and turn into a meteorologist. But late last night, holy moly, tell me.
Well, I thought it was going to miss us. And you know, I'm a big radar guy.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Brown is my guy.
I love Steve Brown.
Everybody loves Steve Brown.
Yeah.
But the way he words stuff, you know, and I have to look up some of the words, like what's he talking about? But it didn't rain for your event, and I promised you it wouldn't.
Right? I know.
And then I'm watching the radar, and it didn't look. It looked like it was just going to skirt us, like it always does. And we got some of it, but north of us really got hammered.
Yeah.
I mean, we had grapefruit-sized hail.
I know. I know. A friend of Vanessa sent her a picture, and they had pool ball size hail. Yeah. So,
but no, we always seem to miss the brunt of it, because a good friend of mine's mom always says we live in a bowl.
My mama.
Your mom always used to say that.
She's like, we live in a bowl.
And she's right.
I know. It kind of it does go around us. But I mean, no, the weekend, you know, my weekend was full of so many events. Unfortunately, my brother's father-in-law passed away. May he rest in peace, Mr. Walter Herbeck. The funeral was gorgeous. It was my sister-in-law, his daughter Victoria did a great job putting it together. It started off with that, and then we went into a birthday dinner, and then into graduations. Which I was tired when you told me what you had going on that weekend. I was tired for you. I know.
And what have I always called you?
The Energizer Bunny.
And you are the Energizer Bunny.
I try.
We need to get you the sunglasses and the big drum. And you do the... No, you are always nonstop. And I know you've been super, super, super busy this weekend.
Yeah, it was a very, very busy.
But you pulled it all off like you always do. You don't ever miss a beat.
Thank you. Thank you. And you were there for part of it.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a shout out to all the graduates this past weekend. I know there's still another graduation coming up this coming weekend.
And during the week too,
During the week, So that was fun to see all the kids. We went to 3 different graduation parties to see all the kids. I'm like, I remember when I was that young.
Well, and I remember when they were that young.
I know.
And, you know, I'm like, oh my God, weren't you like 10 2 years ago?
Well, and now I've got 2 sophomores, a senior, a freshman. When I say my nieces and nephews. So I'm just like blown away by that.
It's like, crazy, right?
I'm like, I remember when I was giving you a bottle.
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Time definitely flies. So 20, we've got a comment. No. Okay. So speaking of high school, I am usually, Hollis, our president from school, handed over the baton for me to do the reunions.
Oh.
When's your next reunion?
We ran out of them. We don't do them anymore.
No, and I don't mean at happy hour. I mean like high school. When was the last time you went?
I've never been to one. I've never been to one of my reunions.
Carmen would be so disappointed. Carmen would be so disappointed. Why wouldn't you want to go and hang out with the people you hung out and smoked in the bathroom?
And I'm going to tell you why. Because in high school, I really didn't hang out. I hung out with people from different high schools.
Oh, you were that cool dude.
Yeah, I hung out with more people than, and I don't know what happened because I'm not anymore. But I hung out with more guys from McCullum than my high school.
And you went to Jay.
I went to John Jay.
Right, yeah. Mustangs.
So it's funny whenever you get that friend request on Facebook and they want to be your friend. I'm like, I didn't like you in high school. I don't want to be your friend now.
Well, that's weird. So how does that work? Because I really didn't hang out with people from Churchill, that's for sure.
Right.
But
so
or Madison or MacArthur. So why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I just never been to a high school reunion. So. And you're really gonna freak out and hate me. I didn't even go to my graduation.
Cut the show. I am done.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is breaking news.
But they couldn't have picked a better person to handle the reunion. Okay.
No.
I'm not done.
No. How did you not go to your graduation?
Because we had a big party at Canyon Lake for all the cool kids.
Is that
at my dad's house? You know, we back then we had to turn in our cap and gowns after graduation.
Yeah.
Right. And it's still in my dad's house somewhere. Well, I never turned it in. So.
You didn't walk the stage.
I did not.
So then you didn't graduate.
I got my diploma.
But did you? Let me see it. I want to see proof. I want to see proof. Wow.
Well, it is what it is.
No.
Looking back now, do I regret it? Maybe a little bit, but.
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe we can redo my high school graduation for the
dun.
show.
I mean, we need some music to be played for that. Yeah. You know what? We're going to get you a cap and gown.
Okay.
What colors we all? Blue and
silver.
Blue and silver.
Yeah. Dallas Cowboy colors.
We'll get you a silver sequin dress. Perfect. Perfect.
Dallas Cowboy colors. That's why I didn't go.
I wouldn't doubt it if you were like, I am not wearing those colors.
Right. It was a different thing.
Well,
you know,
you guys, do you remember your high school graduation? You have to have remembered it. I remember it because my boyfriend broke up with me the night of.
I've heard this story. It's a good story.
So rude. And my parents were in charge of project graduation, so it was like, you know, we were taken out to a ranch where we could, you know, you do poker and cards, and you try to auction things to win. You're laughing.
Poker graduation.
Poker graduation.
That sounds like the great name for an album.
No. No, I was so, and sure enough, he was like, I was like, what do you mean? So I literally sat in the corner like, so do I remember my graduation? Yeah.
I bet you he regrets that now, right?
Nah.
No?
Nah, he hates me.
You don't keep in touch with him? You only friends on Facebook?
So, no, I saw him at our high school reunion at our 20th.
Okay.
And it's been...
How did he look?
He was so cute in high school.
Well, but yeah, okay. All right, leave it at that. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, but y'all tell me, people that are watching or viewers that are watching, if you remember any fun memories, share them with us, because graduation, you feel like you're on top of the world and you're still only 18.
So now you're making me feel bad because I missed out.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So we'll reenact my high school graduation.
No, I'm so going to get you a cap and gown in blue and silver, you guys. Okay. So because of the years flying by, are you ready for the Olympics in 28?
I am.
Are you?
And they're in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So something that I'm kind of excited about, or trying to get excited about, is that they're bringing in
flag football.
How do you feel about that?
Well, Jerry and I talked about this, which is kind of weird because, they have baseball at the Olympics. They have, what else do they have that other countries don't, countries play? Like baseball,
softball.
Right? Well, they
don't play softball anymore.
Okay, so they do basketball and they do baseball because a lot of countries play that. But what other country plays football?
I guess they don't.
And then we're allowed to have pros.
I know. So
it's
saying NFL had to approve it, of course, and it took them.
It
took them
NFL
a while.
has to approve everything.
It took a while for them to be able to participate and agree to it.
Well,
but I mean, USA Football is going to handle the roster selection, not the NFL.
Well, and Roger Goodell has probably got his hand in all of this.
You mean your bestie?
My best friend, Roger Goodell.
Yeah, good old Roger.
So what is USA Football? I've never even heard of this.
Do you want to play?
I'll play.
He wants to run the 40. He wants to play tennis. He wants to play soccer. Why not add to it? Why not add to it?
Who gets to pick the coach?
It's Well, now you want to coach. Say now you want to coach.
I just want to be the mascot.
It's going to be 5-on-5 play with teams
Right.
that have 10 players, including 5 on the field at a time. The games are going to be 40 minutes long with 2 20-minute halves.
Right.
So kind of like basketball, college basketball,
Pretty much,
ish. So
Yeah.
it's going to go by quick. It includes a 2-minute warning.
Okay.
A team gets 4 downs to reach the midfield and 4
Yeah.
downs to score a touchdown with no running plays allowed within 5 yards of the end zone. So
It's pretty much standard flag football rules, I believe. But if you're a country, you say you're from Portugal and you're going up against Pat Mahomes and Saquon Barkley. I mean, you know,
I mean,
cut.
that could get interesting.
it would. I mean, I just can't believe that we can have pros because these other countries, they have nobody.
Okay, so
You know?
could Joe Zima play?
I would think, but I mean, traditionally Olympics are amateurs.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the years, the lines got blurred to where now we have pros playing hockey and basketball. And I don't know how it started and why we came to that point, but
But you'll be watching.
I'll be watching.
I will too.
Absolutely.
I will
It's
too.
going to be like the Pro Bowl games.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, but what country is going to compete with the U.S. in flag football?
Yeah.
You know.
Sandoval, do we have any comments?
Yeah, we have Rebecca Stewart saying hi, Trudy and Rick.
Hi,
Rebecca, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It was so good to see you.
Yes.
This was one of the birthdays that we celebrated this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so good to see you. I hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, so again, everybody, I want to remind everybody where we are. We're live at the Hollow, 14532 Brook Hollow.
Yes.
Because there's a few.
Yeah.
There's one up north in Stone Oak, and they also are affiliated with the Watering Hole. So if you can't make it here, go check them out, the other 2 locations. But yeah, so, speaking of birthdays, we also had, who else's birthday? Patrick's in the house. It's his birthday today.
Yes.
I think that there's another birthday in the house. I don't know. I feel like there's another balloon floating around. I don't know. I saw it coming in, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, so going back to football, NFL football, I just saw when we were sitting here getting ready while I was having a little baby drink, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he rolls his eyes already. Well, because I have this not only in my fresh memory, but Sandoval has made it a point to ask, is this a pet peeve because it's Aaron Rodgers?
Well, it's getting to be.
Is he, the Steelers are waiting on, who's waiting on him at this point?
You know, I hope nobody is. And look, the Steelers before the draft, they were talking about Aaron Rodgers. At the time, the Steelers had Justin Fields, had Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
They got rid of both of them,
Yep.
expecting Aaron Rodgers, and he kept dragging his heels. So then we get to the NFL draft, and he still hadn't made up his mind. And to me, this is kind of a crappy move on his part because you as an owner, you want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to play for us, we're going to draft somebody, right?
Yeah.
And they drafted somebody. It wasn't, a first round pick or anything like that, but he's still dragging his heels. At this point, the Steelers need to make a game plan. Training camp is started and he still hadn't made up his mind. You need to make plans. If he decides all of a sudden he's going to retire and not play, I think I don't know.
Is he worth it?
I don't think so.
Do you still want him on your team?
No.
Because of the attitude or because of the lack of participation because of the attitude?
How many coaches has he gotten fired?
Oh, well.
He's a bit of a diva. And the thing is that everybody used to love Aaron Rodgers. Nobody loves Aaron Rodgers anymore. And not to mention, I saw the story that Danica Patrick came out with, and it was pretty brutal. So it just reiterated all the feelings people had.
But that's
Aaron
a
Rodgers.
personal.
Well, I
side
get
of
it, but it just reiterates what.
Do you think he's going to pull the card and just say, you know what, to hell with it, I'm retiring?
I hope he does.
You do.
I'm tired of hearing about him.
So whenever you see the headlines, you just kind of go, oh, brother.
Yeah. Look, you should have made up your mind before the draft. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I hope Jerry signs him.
Oh, I bet you do.
Sandoval,
talk to me.
We got Rebecca saying that she just finished physical therapy.
Okay, awesome. Another
Congratulations.
check in the box,
There you
Rebecca.
go.
Good job. So proud of you. Keep it
Yes.
going. We're saying prayers for you. Hang in there, and hope whenever you're doing physical therapy, just listen to us, and you'll get through it easier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know with Aaron Rodgers. I know that my brother-in-law used to be a fan of him. Joe Earl used to be a fan, but yeah, it's kind of he rubs everyone the wrong way right now.
Yeah.
He's holding out the Saints, the Steelers, the Saints, the Steelers. Like,
and he's probably, and other players have done the same thing. Like they wait for the grind of training camp and the OTAs. And once that's over, they're saying, okay, I'm ready to come back. So they don't have to do all that. And I got a feeling he's doing that. What I hope happens, he says, okay, I'm ready to come back. And everybody goes, nah, we don't need you.
Well, there you go. So I think we've got another comment.
Yes, we got Dylan Emery saying Aaron Rodgers needs to go away. Hang it
Oh,
up.
Thank you, Dylan.
Hang it up. Okay, Dylan. There's
but
Dylan.
This is a popular thing.
I guess so.
A popular thing.
I guess so. And like you said, we've been talking about this for what, 2 years now? Where even last year you were irritated by his decision making. And
look, I mean, teams are trying to make plans. If you promise something and then you don't show up.
I mean, Dylan, ever since he got hurt, ever since the Achilles injury, I feel like that's when it was like, I'm done. He needs to be done. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Or at least he should have said so.
He's trying to hang on.
He doesn't have the clout, the pull he thinks he still has. Right?
With
that being said, I hope Jerry signs him.
Oh my gosh.
We need more time. And you know what? Maybe that's why the Cowboys have 8 primetime games, because they did Aaron Rodgers.
You are just not going to let this go, are you? Hey, you guys, and listen, y'all go listen to Dylan tonight from 4 to 7. He'll be on the radio this evening. And Dylan, remind me exactly 7:60 a.m. Sports Talk, and give me any more information so we can put that out there for you. But yeah.
So what if Aaron Rodgers did end up on the Cowboys?
Okay.
You're fine with it?
Whatever.
Okay.
We have 8 primetime games. That's all I know.
I know. Horrible.
On that note, you guys, I want to remind everyone again where we are. The Hollow, Beverly and Julie behind the bar, serving up drinks. They'll be here till 8 o'clock tonight, and then you've got your next shift coming in. Until then, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stand by. We'll be right back.
Welcome to The Hollow, your destination for great vibes and all the action. This bar is perfect for gathering with friends or unwinding after a long day. Featuring an impressive array of TVs, you'll never miss a moment of your favorite games. Whether you're here for a casual drink, some delicious food, or to cheer on your team, The Hollow promises an experience that's as lively as it is welcome. Come on in and make yourself at home. Stay tuned for annual events like the Hollow Crawfish Boil. Make sure you come out to the Hollow at 14532 Brook Hollow.
And we're back, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the comments. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm totally off today. I thought today was Sunday. And then I was like, wait, is it Monday? And then I had a hair appointment. And even she was like, wait, what day is it? You usually come on Wednesdays. I came a day early. Everything's like a...
Yeah, well, yesterday threw me off.
Okay, you know what was really weird about yesterday? Is that there was not a thing to watch on TV during the day. I was looking for sports. I'm like, I need to play a rerun of the Super Bowl or something.
Well, I watched some of the Formula One from wherever it was, and then the Indy 500.
Yes,
I saw part of that, but other than that, I mean, it was nothing.
Yeah, no. Cam texted me early in the morning, and he was like, "There, what Formula One?" And then and I missed Indy. Oh, that was Sunday, right? Was that Sunday? Indy?
I'm so lost.
See, I don't know. I watched.
No, that was Sunday.
Michael Strahan was the pace car driver. Like, I love Michael Strahan. Y'all know that.
But I mean, we got women's softball tournament going on, NBA basketball going on, and there was nothing to watch yesterday.
Yeah. So finally, last night, my producer shows up for a production meeting. No, I'm just kidding. He came over for some drinks. And finally, we were able to watch the American Music Awards. It was so much fun. Hi. Everyone's showing up. It's happy hour, you guys, here at the Hollow. Watched the AMAs. I know you're not a fan.
Did you kind of see it? Yeah.
Okay. So J-Lo, she opened the show.
But she's done this last year too, right?
No. It's been a while. It's been a while. She let's see. I think she did it in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but so you know what she did was she opened because now she's going to be in Las Vegas for a residency. So that was very cool.
Good for her.
Good
Yeah.
for her. What's up? No. J-Lo too, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
they both are.
Yeah. I mean, it's not different timing, of course.
But not at the Sphere or anything. They're just doing a residency. Okay.
No. But no, J-Lo hosted for the second time. She hosted.
That's what I meant. Okay, yeah.
Not perform. She performed.
She hosted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was cool. She had like 18,000 wardrobe changes, which her body's banging. I'm like, I want to be her when I grow up. Like, come on. I mean, the long hair, the
And
hips.
how old is she now?
I think she's like 54,
Really?
55. Like,
Wow.
I mean, I've got
Good for
at
her.
least 30 years to catch up to her.
At least, yeah. You have to graduate first. so-
Oh, I have to graduate school first. She's 55.
Wow.
Thank
good
you,
for her.
Sandoval. She's 55. She looks amazing. Always,
She does.
always has though.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because SZA, you know SZA.
Yeah, I know who
you
she
know-
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she had a semi nip slip.
I saw.
Oh, of course
parts
you
of that.
saw that. Of course you saw that.
Yeah.
No, but she had pasties on, so everything was fine. I guess they kind of do that, and
You don't
because-
think that's all pre-planned?
well, you kind of have to because look what happened with Janet Jackson and Justin
That
Timberlake.
was pre-planned.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
And last night was too.
The pasties,
Yeah.
and her tight dresses. She couldn't even walk up the stairs by herself. She had to be carried because it was so tight. It's like a mermaid. Like, carry me.
Yeah, I caught parts of that. So.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I was looking for your girl there, but she didn't win anything, right?
Tay
Yeah.
did not show up.
But she got nominated, but didn't win anything, right?
No, not this year. Not this year. But it was super exciting to see Janet Jackson perform. She hasn't performed on live TV in 7 years.
You know, and I've always liked the way that her career was always separate from her brother's.
Oh, of course.
She-
You don't want to.
yeah.
You don't want to be compared to your brother, do you?
No, hell, not my brother.
I mean,
No, but no, I mean, it's not like she rode his coattails or anything.
Yeah.
She had her whole career, and I don't mind her.
no, I
Yeah.
love her.
Yeah.
Sammy loves her. My sisters love her.
Yeah.
Sandoval, do we have any comments?
Yeah, we got Cam saying hi, guys.
Hi,
Mr.
Cam.
Cam, what's up, buddy?
Mr. Cam. Again, Cam, him and I were chit-chatting back and forth about the Formula One, and he was giving me a lot of info about Formula One and Indy and who was supposed to win and who he wanted to win, and he was happy with the results.
I'd rather watch Indy than NASCAR.
So there was a comment on my page that said something about watching or comparing Formula and Indy are totally different.
They are, and don't ask me why, but they're different.
I think Cam could probably tell us,
Cam
or
could.
someone could, because I want to know, like, how does it fall in, like, how does that?
There's a huge
It's like
difference.
NFL,
Yeah.
AFL, CFL,
Yes.
all that different
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, it has to do with the cars and the
Oh.
specs on the cars. I mean,
Oh.
I know they're spelled differently, but that's about it. I don't know.
What do you
all
mean
the-
they're spelled different?
Well, one's spelled Indy and one's spelled Formula One.
Oh, geez.
That's all
Oh,
I know.
Okay.
It's like-
Okay.
yeah, there is a big racing car fans could go into details about it. I don't know. I like watching it.
So I like NASCAR.
Okay.
I like
Just the left-hand turns?
Yeah. Well, and the incline and like all that fun stuff.
I mean, I can watch it, but I prefer the Formula One cars.
Yeah. So anyway, so going back to the AMAs, which I'm sure a lot of people are bored with thinking about, I'm not going to watch it anymore. But again, Blake Shelton, Benson Boone, Lainey Wilson,
Yes.
Gwen Stefani, Renee Rapp, Gloria Stefan.
Yeah, where's she
performed,
been?
doing the conga.
It's been a hot minute since I've heard about her.
Yeah,
And who's she married to?
Mr. Stefan.
Mr. Stefan.
It's funny. A little fun fact. Okay, I got to meet her son many years ago in Los Angeles. He's a
Really?
drummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so Rod Stewart, they gave him the
Who doesn't love Rod Stewart?
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he was like, it was a huge award that he won. He
What
looks
did he win?
fantastic. Icon of the year, was it okay, Janet Jackson got Icon, but
Okay.
they gave Rod Stewart an award, and he also sang Forever Young, of course, one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, no, everybody loves Rod Stewart, at least everybody I know.
Well, then that's why you're friends with everyone that you know. That you have to like the same things,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. unless it's the Commanders. But Lifetime Achievement Award for Rod Stewart, as he should. I think he's like 77.
Yeah, he's been around
76,
forever.
something like that. And like I
Yeah.
said, he looks great. The
No, he
performance
does,
was
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kind of jealous of those guys.
oh, he's 80.
Wow.
80 years old. Rod
Good for
Stewart.
Rod
wow.
Stewart. Wow. But is he retired?
So I think he took a little break and only does special.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like he's doing shows at Caesars.
Okay.
He's got one on the 29th, actually.
Oh,
He's got two on the 29th.
get the PJ ready. We're on our way.
Right.
All right.
We got Cam.
Okay.
He said Formula One is like driving a Lambo, Ferrari. Lambos, Ferraris, way more powerful. That's why Formula One only does road courses. And Formula One it's a $1 billion making machine.
It's
a
a
money
big
maker.
business. When you look at their sponsors, half of those sponsors are in your closet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, watching those cars. The pit stops. So Cam.
Yeah.
The pit stop.
Yeah.
3.2 seconds.
I know. And they change all 4 tires,
Oh,
it's
it's like
the oil.
like that.
Yeah. No, it's fun to watch. I love the whole it's just not a lap. but
Well,
yeah.
you like the tight turns.
I do.
The cars are big.
It's like driving on 281.
Gosh, our highways, I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot. It's insane. Yeah, but no, watching them go through the city is a little bit more exciting.
No, it
I think,
is.
Yeah.
It is. And when they do it in Vegas, I stayed up to watch it last time.
Yeah.
They do it at night because the lights,
Yeah.
And the sphere,
Yeah.
they had the eyes every time the cars would go by, he would follow them.
That's so cute. That's
No, it's
so
cool to watch. I love it.
That's so cool. Anyways, going back to the AMAs, Billie Eilish, you're a fan.
I do like her.
Yes,
I
that's
do.
my ringtone. Is
it really?
Ocean Eyes. Yeah, one of her songs. But she won the most awards. She won 7. She was on tour, so she couldn't receive in person.
Okay.
But she does the whole message and all that.
Well, I mean, didn't she just kind of disappear for a year or two?
No, she's just a little quieter of an entertainer.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked Taylor Swift didn't win anything.
She won it all.
She won it all last year.
Yeah. So Billie Eilish got Artist of the Year, Album of the Year for "Hit Me Hard and Soft." My nephew, I'm sure, is going crazy about that. Song of the Year, "Birds of a Feather." That's a great one. Favorite touring artist and favorite female pop artist. So that's fun for
Those
her.
are a lot of big awards.
She's very, very talented. Very talented.
And her brother's still with her.
Oh, Phineas? Yeah.
What's his name?
Phineas.
Okay.
Yeah. So collab of the year went to Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars for their great song "Die with a Smile."
And I like that because I love both of them.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, they're very cool.
Lady Gaga's always been one of my favorites.
Well,
you know what? I've heard of her, never really paid attention. And when I saw her in Stars Born, is when I went back and started following her, and she's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
You need to watch that. You've seen the original one, right?
With
Christopherson
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
No.
Never seen that one either. Oh wow. But her and what's his name from The Hangover?
Oh,
Michael Bradley.
No,
Or Bradley Cooper. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think she blew him away in that movie.
That's kind of what. Yeah. Do you remember actually from one of the award shows? They sang the song together
and
live.
then the rumors went around that they're dating and they're having an affair
it's
because they did a good job.
Their chemistry is just so good. And who knew Bradley Cooper could sing like that?
Right.
I mean, my gosh.
So
No,
I love her. She can do no wrong in my book.
No, my sisters loved her from day one. It took me a little bit to kind of go. Even the meat dress made me go.
But
Aren't
that's
you
just her
hot?
being her.
Well, and that's the thing.
I
know. Well, Miss Beverly's behind the camera right now. Y'all can't see her, but she's serving up some drinks for us. So cheers, Rick.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Of course,
And
thank you.
hey, I want to. Do you want to come say hi? Come say hi, Miss Beverly. This is Beverly.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Y'all come see her here at the Hollow, you guys.
And Julie.
And Julie.
And Julie.
They'll be here till
Yes.
8:00 tonight.
Yes.
All right, love you.
And shout out to all our lost veterans yesterday.
Yes.
Can't forget that.
All right, talk to me.
We got Cam saying that he sang karaoke on Thursday.
Excuse me,
Whoa.
sir. Excuse me. What song? What is your go-to karaoke song? I would love to hear that. What's your karaoke song?
Ah,
Go ahead.
I don't have one.
What?
Star Spangled Banner? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
know.
scared to hear that. I've never.
Baby Shark?
Baby Shark. Baby
I don't
Shark.
know. I don't have one.
Okay,
What's yours?
mine would be "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. Yeah,
Really?
I could not just sing it; I can dance it.
I haven't even tried karaoke in years.
That's not true.
I tried and I got pushed off
There
the
you
stage.
go. There you
by
go.
Sammy.
That hook came right.
Sammy pushed me off the stage.
Yeah. No, you know who loves the karaoke? Hi, Eric. You know who loves the karaoke is Margaret
Oh, really?
and Rebecca.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Cam said Elvis, Suspicious Minds, and Friends in Low Places.
Oh my goodness. Now we're going to have a sing off.
They need to have like a karaoke AMA, right?
Hey, oh my gosh, I've got to hear that. That'd be so cool.
Right?
That'd be so fun. They have karaoke here at the Hollow. Just saying. So
Something tells me Cam nails it too, right?
yeah.
Cam's probably pretty good.
I mean, look, there was I've danced. I've been an athlete, or am I still an athlete? I don't know.
Yeah, you
But
are.
you know, one thing I always wanted to do was sing.
Really?
I always wanted to sing. You don't want me to sing.
I've never heard you sing.
You don't want to hear me sing.
No?
Nah.
I'll sing if you sing.
But really, like we've grown up with major artists like Rod Stewart,
Right.
George Strait.
Yes.
I mean, so many icons, so many legends that are just like, you hear the song, or and you know their voice.
Right.
Billy Joel.
Who doesn't like Billy Joel?
I don't know. A lot of people probably. I don't want to
Really?
ask that question.
Oh
but,
my God, no,
but,
he's iconic.
So he had to cancel a few shows
I
due
heard.
to a medical illness, and it's sad because like I said, we grow up with these artists, and
they seem like they're ageless.
Exactly.
They're never going to get old.
Exactly.
Right.
And so
But he's got something where he can't hear or something.
it's something that it's recently diagnosed, normal pressure. Oh God, help me with that word.
I saw that.
Normal pressure, hydrocephalitis.
Hydrocephalitis.
Okay.
But what?
So in other words, it's the spinal fluid goes into the brain and it kind of causes issues.
Oh wow. So his balance, his vision
Gotcha.
is not where it needs to be. Do you remember not too long ago he fell on stage?
And that's why, right? 'Cause of
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's pushing 82, right?
He's 76. 76? 76.
And they always say, like, Frank Sinatra was like this: a real voice never gets old.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are, the songs sound the same.
Like Elvis.
And like me. Like Elvis, yeah.
No, but yes, yeah. Freddie Bobby.
Freddie Bobby. Yeah, no,
needs
his
to-
voice is
Freddie Bobby was
Yeah.
on point last October when he showed up for the show. We're gonna have to have him back on soon.
He's touring right
that
now.
hair of his might need to get his, pointers here and
Yeah,
there.
he's on tour. He's doing fine. He'll be back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Spending all the money.
Yeah.
No. So luckily they do have physical therapy for Billy Joel. He'll be doing that, and then luckily, people don't get. They're going to get their refund back with all the cancellations,
Well,
and people.
He'll be back.
They'll be understanding. They'll
He'll
be
be back.
understanding.
He'll
Yeah.
be back.
Yeah. So, prayers out to him and his family. So, because I know that's got to be hard. Just like Bruce Willis and them having, and like I'm saying, the people that we grew up with, all these, movie stars and artists. It's like,
And who's Billy Joel married to? He was married to Christy Brinkley back in the day.
long.
But they're not married anymore.
No,
Okay.
no. But
So she's single.
you don't. You want her number? Is that what you're
I wonder
asking
what
me?
I haven't seen her in a while. So
No.
she
but
was a
there's-
big heartthrob back in the day.
So originally she was married to Elizabeth Weber, then he married Christy
Right.
Brinkley, then Katie Lee, now currently married to Alexis Roderick.
Wow.
So 4 wives?
Correct.
Oh wow.
Wow. Good for him.
Staying busy.
Right.
Busy man. Busy man.
Well, I mean, he'll be back. He'll be back.
I hope so.
He will be.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Elton John. I'm just
He's
thinking of all
another one.
those,
Yes.
all his friends and all his.
Yeah. I mean, those voices never get old. And like I said, you hate to see them get old, but if you grew up with them, you don't want to see them as an old person.
Right.
You know?
Right. Anyways, you guys, we are at the Hollow 14532 Brook Hollow. We are live here with Ricky Bobby. Sandoval's pushing the buttons, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Bake or break? We'll be right back, you guys. And it's Republic Graphics, a veteran-owned.
Bought the company about 2 years ago, and so I don't know. It's just fun to have it if you're creative and get to do fun stuff and make stuff like this. We're a full functional print and fabrication shop, so we did a little bit of everything. We'll do everything from t-shirts, hats, to full wall build-ups, to building signage.
And so if a team were to want something like this, a team meaning, let's say 12 players on a softball team, how long does it take for those to come out?
So if you go onto the website at the Republic Graphics, tx.com, you go into the Athletic Buddy system. You'll see some of we already have set bodies.
Yeah.
So all we do is we take a picture. When you go to the order page, they'll send us a picture of the face or them in their uniform. And then what we do is we try to curtail it to that. We'll match it to that.
Yeah.
So match it to the number, we'll match it to the uniform, we'll match it to whatever. And then, we ship them out. So usually if we get an order, we can have it out to them within 3 to 4 days.
Wow. Hello, you guys. And we're building some drinks here at the Hollow with Beverly and Julie behind the bar. The bar is getting full. Y'all come and hang out with us. It's been a long weekend, and not everybody's ready to quit partying, I guess.
Too many days off is worse than working all the time.
Yeah.
It wears me out.
Yeah, no, like I said, I personally had many events, lots of graduation parties, lots of birthdays, and it was a great weekend.
And you hosted one too.
I did. I try.
You're amazing.
Well, thank you.
And I'm not just saying that. I believe that.
I love that my crew came and showed up and hung out for a little bit, other than working. Although we did end up having a little bit of a production meeting. It happens. Yeah. It happens.
It always does.
It's natural. It's natural. Yeah. I know, it's my fault. It's my fault. Yes. My producer makes me feel bad because he's like, I came here to have a drink, not to sit and have a meeting. But and what? You left mad too. See, that's not fun. I don't like to send my guests off mad, but
he left mad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't leave mad,
Secrets, no.
I didn't.
No.
Okay.
No. Right, that's true. You didn't take one of the dogs.
I've tried to.
It's early though. You never know.
Yes.
You never know.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, cheers again. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being my co-host. Sandoval, thank you so much for calling the show. I love Dallas, not just the Dallas Cowboys, but the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders were here over the weekend at the Majestic Theater. Yeah.
And what do they do when they're here?
It's a show. They perform. It's a great event. They do the kicks, they do the splits, they do all of it. Our good friend Cynthia Trinidad, she was able to go because she's a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And she said it was great. She said it was absolutely great. By the way, next Tuesday I'm going to be going and cleaning up the girls that are going to be for the Caballeros.
Oh,
their season's coming.
That's still
up.
going on?
Well, it's going to be starting in June.
Yeah, but they've already picked the squad.
We've already picked the squad, but now I get to go do choreography and clean up and all that fun stuff.
See? So when do you take a break?
Between 9 o'clock at night and 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, about 4:30 in the morning.
4:30-ish, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sandoval.
This is that you, Rick, from Cam.
I can imagine. Go ahead.
He says, be nice. It's the cheerleaders, not the players.
See?
And here's the funny thing is years and years and years ago, religiously, I used to go to the Cowboy Redskin game at the old Texas Stadium. And there was nothing that pissed a Cowboy fan off more than cheering for the cheerleaders.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would root for the cheerleaders, but you wouldn't root for the team, and they'd run you out of the stadium.
They're America's sweethearts.
I like them.
For America's team.
And they haven't changed their outfits in what?
Ever.
Yeah.
And they get 8 primetime games on TV.
Have we talked about that yet?
But listen, so there's a fastest growing city. It's called Princeton, and it's not far from Dallas.
Imagine that.
It's like 60 miles or 50 miles north. And there's census data showing from 23 to 24, the population grew 1/3. And so, I mean, that's like a school year. Like that's one
Well,
school year.
And that happened also to Frisco.
Yes.
I
Oh,
remember
for
back
sure.
in the day,
Yeah.
a friend
Yeah.
of mine's sister moved to Frisco, bought a house in Frisco, and we're going up there, and there's subdivisions everywhere.
Yeah.
But all the roads were dirt roads with
Wow.
construction signs. I mean, they built these neighborhoods before they built the roads.
Yeah.
And that's how Frisco started.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they figured it out. It was
Well,
a pain in the butt.
I mean,
but
I feel like Timberwood Park should have their own zip code, because look, it used to be
Yeah.
nothing out there.
I know.
I remember being in high school, when you graduated high school,
I don't
when you
know.
walked the stage,
I don't have no idea.
You said, I'm going to the lake. Anyway, so my friend Jen and she lived in Timberwood Park. And I was
Right.
like, Mom, can I go with Jen to her house? She's like, she lives out of town. You can't go. I'm like, and now it's like 5 minutes from here.
Well, anything outside of 1604
I know.
is out of town.
Yeah. So it's like, no, these cities are just great. I mean, they're, let's see, what is it? Interested families can call 211. Oh, wait, no. That's another one. Sorry. I skipped. So 28,000 to 37,000 that's the population. Wow. Of that one school year. Wow.
Damn.
You would think, right? Because if it added another year, I mean, yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's booming. I mean, but it's
Where
Dallas.
do they fit everyone?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
I wonder that here when I'm driving, a little outside of my bubble. I'm like, when did these apartments come up, and where did they do with
and
them?
I used to years ago. I worked out in Bulverde,
Uh-huh.
and back then Timberwood Park on 281 it had a blinking light. There was another one in 1863, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when 1604 used to be just 2 lanes,
Yes.
all
Yes.
up the north side?
Yeah.
Now it's what?
I mean, San Antonio population-wise isn't far behind.
No,
Dallas.
no.
So as a matter of fact, Sandoval has told me that Dallas has 1.6 million.
Okay.
San Antonio has 1.5.
See,
But I feel like California is changing that for us because they're all coming over here.
and that's why. Yeah.
Houston, I did not know this. 2.4 million.
2.4.
How are they bigger? How are they have more population?
That's a good question. I mean,
And
but-
Fort Worth has 1 million. Like
Yeah.
that is surprising
well,
to me.
I don't know where San Antonio's at now, but I know.
1.5.
But I mean, as far as in the United States, I thought we were 10th largest. We
We
might have jumped up higher than that,
I don't know.
which is hard to believe, right?
Yeah, because
Right? Because you drive around and it's a big city, but when you go to Dallas and Houston, it seems like they dwarf us.
well, and that's kind of why when everyone gets upset about this Marvel project that we're attempting to
Yeah.
put in the works, we're a big city.
No, we are. We absolutely are.
And things need to change and grow.
I agree.
Okay.
I've always thought it would have been wiser for them to do it on 35 between Austin and San Antonio.
Blech.
Well, you get both markets,
Okay. Talk
like
to me,
Dallas Fort
Sandoval.
Worth area.
First, we're going to do a comment from Cam.
Okay.
He says he remembers when UTSA was by itself. No Fiesta, no nothing over there.
Yep.
And then I'm looking up some old census data from 2020.
Okay.
New York City, 8.8 million. LA, 3.8. Chicago at 2.7. Houston at 2.3. So that's about.
Yeah.
Then Phoenix is 1.6. So that's, and then Philadelphia is 1.6. Then San Antonio at 7.
Wow.
1.4. But granted,
And so where were we at on the list?
this is 7. But this is
That's-
from
okay.
2020
That's
census
right.
data.
Five years ago.
No, it's a big city. It just doesn't seem like it. Mainly because everybody knows everybody. Can't get away with anything. in
Pretty
this town.
much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I thought it would have been wise if they developed this big sports complex between Austin and San Antonio. That's my opinion. I mean,
You don't want them. You don't like the fact that they're changing downtown.
that doesn't bother me as much. It's just like Dallas Fort Worth area. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have sports teams here, if you ever wanted an NFL team or a Major League Baseball team, I would think between Austin and San Antonio is where you do it, because you get New Braunfels, you get San Marcos, you get everybody coming in here. Now, if you're in Austin, you want to watch the Spurs. Look where you got to go.
Downtown.
Well, not now. Now you go to Frost Bank.
So are the Spurs, Sandoval, are they actually threatening to move to Nashville if we don't build them a new stadium?
I haven't seen anything like that. It just
Yeah.
depends on the contract that we have with the team. The city has the team with the team.
I mean, I received a phone call, and that was what was told to me. And we've got, I don't know,
Who
but
called? Was it somebody famous?
no, it was one of those, I'll say this, it was a political call, and
Oh.
they were discussing the fact that one of the candidates that are running, which go vote, you guys, San Antonio needs votes. They were discussing that this person was for the Marble Project, and for the big companies like the NBA and the Cross Bank should put the money up for these new arenas, stadiums, if you will, instead of the taxpayers. And
well, they always say that. I mean, taxpayers.
We're going to always pay taxes no matter what.
And I saw the breakdown of it. Supposedly, taxpayers aren't going to be in the hook for much.
Yeah.
But there's so much mumbo jumbo. I don't understand a lot of it, but they make it sound like it's a good deal.
Well,
you
yeah.
know?
But the only thing I see is that they were talking about moving to Austin, but that was quite a while ago. That's the only thing I remember even too.
I do remember that.
But there's nothing saying about moving to Tennessee.
Well, maybe they have an insight.
I mean, I think with sports teams nowadays, a lot of it is just a ploy, a bluff.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't build me a new stadium, I'm going to move, you know. But I don't think it's going to happen to the Spurs. No.
Well,
San Antonio will keep the Spurs here. Always.
Well, and you know, Houston is always a growing city.
Yeah.
Would you ever live in Houston?
No.
When's the last time you've been there?
Didn't. Now at 4 million people?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I don't like, yeah. Could you?
You know, yeah.
You could?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. I'm packing up and moving.
Traffic is always horrible, you know.
Traffic's horrible here.
I know, but not like Houston.
Traffic is horrible here. They have toll roads. You get on there, it's like the Autobahn. It's like Formula One.
All right, well, good luck and call us when you get there.
Peace. No, but so a beer garden coming to Houston. Beer garden. That's fun.
They don't have beer in Houston? Or what?
It's a garden of beer.
A garden of beer.
No, so it's going to be Munich inspired, called Ashford Beer Garden. Now imagine.
That's got a good name to it.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I have a few friends that live in Houston. I might just say, hey, I'm on my way.
Beer garden. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some here, but they're pretty small.
Yeah. What is our beer garden that we have here?
I don't think we have any decent ones. We have like.
Well, hey, back up. What exactly is a beer garden?
Well.
So in other words, it's like a park with taps. So they're able to just like imagine Worst Fest.
Yeah.
Oh. So Worst Fest is a beer garden.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, there's some places downtown, some little teeny tiny places.
Yeah,
No, but that's not a garden.
So this one, they said it's gonna be 21,000 square feet.
Oh.
Yeah. 21,000 square feet.
So how big would that be? How big? Like,
what's the mileage on that?
is that like a 3-bedroom house? 4-bedroom?
21,000?
No.
It's pretty big.
It's like from here to 281.
No, it's
not
pretty
that big. It's like a mansion.
Yes.
Like a big mansion size.
Yes.
Area.
2 mansions.
If you can put Deion Sanders,
his is probably 20,000.
There you go.
Cam says, no, Trudy. Houston is 10 times more horrible over there. Stay here with us. You are, and Rick are our Spurs. So,
and plus it always rains. Every time I go to Houston, it's raining. Every time.
Yeah, my hair would not hold up well there.
That's what I'm
Cam,
getting at.
You're right. I'm not going anywhere. Don't you
right.
worry. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, so this beer garden's going to have 100 beer taps, 100 different taps.
Wow.
So yeah, that's very cool.
I mean, could we pull that off here? I don't think so.
We can pull off anything here.
There's one place by I-10 and Hebner that has not 100, but has like I think 10, 15.
You're not talking about the Yard House, right?
No, it's a different one. It's like a self-serve type of beer place.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and the thing for me is that sounds exciting for my family and for my friends. I don't drink beer. I can't drink it. So if this was a wine garden, I could tell you exactly where it would be.
Let's start one of those, the wine gardens.
Cam says Flying Saucer. So
Flying Saucer.
Flying Saucer does have a good amount of selection.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot more microbreweries,
Yes,
and there's some definitely places that I forgot that one place I said off of I-10 and
So, Samuel,
Hebner.
what's your favorite? Like when I know you drink beer, but are you an IPA?
I can
Like
only do IPAs on special
okay, because they're real
occasions.
heavy, right?
They're not the heaviest
They're
beer that I've drinking,
stronger.
but
They're
they're stronger.
stronger.
Yeah,
They're strong. You don't like IPA? No.
yeah.
I've had one or two. I'm pretty particular about my beer.
So Sammy likes the Space Dust
Yes.
and the Jellyfish.
And
Really?
I know he likes the space.
I've had the jellyfish. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's a little bit stronger than the Space Dust, I think.
Well, it depends on how they brew it because, like, the generic domestic beers are about 4% alcohol by volume. There are some craft beers that go from 5 to 12,
Oh wow! Ugh.
and
Wow.
I've had some 12% alcohol, 12% beers. That,
Kick your ass.
yeah,
Yeah, it happens. It sneaks up on you, right?
I'm pretty particular on what I drink and what I don't drink. I'm
Yeah.
not a big fan of a lot of IPAs.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I typically do blondes. So a lot of the German style beers.
Okay.
I'll do IPAs in a blue moon, but
In a blue moon or a blue moon? I'm just kidding.
Right.
blue moon's okay.
I used to
it's all-
like blue moon with the orange and
with
all
the
that.
orange,
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, but I like the a lot of the German style beers and
So I mean, my all-time favorite growing up was the old, and neither one of y'all probably remember this. I know Sammy does. Is the Blue Label Lowenbrau, which you can no longer get. It's only in Germany.
the blue what
And
now?
Blue Label Lowenbrau.
Oh no,
Yeah, you're way too young. I know Sammy was his favorite beer.
Listen, we were 12 when you were drinking already.
Yes.
So
the only blue label beer I drank from Germany was called Chimay. And they have like 3 different. They have a red, a blue, and I think a white.
yeah.
So they brewed differently.
So
Yeah.
the old commercials tonight, let it be Lowenbrau and Steak
Yeah.
Lowenbrau, the
Yeah.
turquoise bottle. That was my all-time favorite, and you can no longer get it here. So.
Cam says Modelo Negro and Light.
There you go. Those are two. You know what I saw this morning on the news, you guys, from the flooding last night? A Modelo truck was stuck in the river. Not in the San Antonio River, but it was stuck in the low water crossing. I was
my
like,
God.
oh, Rick's gonna be pissed today.
I would have went and helped him
Rick's
if I
gonna be
known
pissed today. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Hang tight. Go grab a snack. We'll be right back.
The Trending with Trudy show is brought to you by NACO Gold and Silver Exchange. NACO Gold and Silver is your trusted gold, silver, and diamond buyer in San Antonio. Check them out online at nacoggoldandsilver.com or go by their location at 13323 Nacogdoches Road, Suite number 3. NACO Gold and Silver Exchange.
Hey, you guys, and we're back. We're here live at the Hollow with Julie and Beverly serving up drinks behind the bar right now. I've got Ricky Bobby by my side. Everyone's piling in right now. So talk to me. We've got a couple comments coming back from the break.
Cam says the best beer ever was Nicholson Light on the lava lamp bottle.
You know
Do you
what?
remember that?
I do not, but that sounds interesting. Send a picture if you got it, Cam. I'd like to see that. The lava lamp bottle.
Interesting.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
he's just making a jug like the lava lamp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
Yeah.
So because you didn't go to your graduation, I'm not letting you live this down.
You're not.
Because you didn't go to your graduation. Did you drink the night of your graduation?
Yes.
Oh, that's why you went to Canyon Lake. Got it.
Canyon Lake.
Got it. Okay. Wow.
There's a group of us that just said we're going to have our own graduation. I mean, because we couldn't drink at graduation.
I mean, I feel like I'm judging you a little bit.
I feel you are too.
I think I am.
Yeah. I'm sorry I ever said anything.
Me too. Me too.
Cam says Michelob.
Michelob.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Coolest bottles. Yeah, the lava lamp bottles. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first beer drunk was Michelob.
Beer.
It was. Huh? No, that was my very first beer drunk was on Michelob. And there's another story about that. but
Okay, we'll save that for another day. So school is officially ending with, like I said, the graduation parties this Friday. Harlandale and Northside they're officially done. Northeast finished last week. But yeah, so it's very cool that the districts are offering free meals for the summer.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So
For like anybody, can I go? No.
listen, they're not passing out beer. I didn't say they were passing out beer. I said they're passing out food.
Right.
But listen, so it's going to start here. And then, yes, I have my old lady glasses on. You're welcome. Churchill High School is going to be hosting, and they get, I've got, okay, so June 2nd through July 17th, Monday through Thursday, you can get breakfast from 9 to 10:30 and lunch from 12 to 1. Lee High School, Robert E. Lee, alma mater. Yes, yes, yes. June 2nd through July 24th, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 to 10, and then they do not do lunch, so just go to Churchill. But MacArthur's doing their breakfast, Madison's doing breakfast, Roosevelt's doing breakfast. A few of them, make sure you check. They won't be doing it the week of June 30th.
Some of those are actual bus stop locations.
Okay.
And these are for high school kids.
For all, I believe.
So essentially, to be eligible, you got to be 18 and under.
Oh, okay.
18 and under. So
Barely
you missed it by 1 year.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Or a student enrolled in a special education program who is 21 and under.
Oh.
So and then they said you don't have to go to that school district. You just
That's awesome.
have to be
Well, you
under the age of
remember,
18.
you remember during COVID when they were doing the lunches
Yeah.
and all the people were just going through the line
Yeah.
in the cars and getting
That's
their lunches?
essentially
That was
what
pretty
this
cool.
is like. And
That was
just
pretty cool.
and just make sure you guys look online. You can go to NEISD and or any summerfood.org, or you can call 211 or text food TX to 87777 or summerfood.org. I think that's great because look, a lot of parents like
Yes.
my siblings, they work during the week. They they don't stay at home.
Well,
And now you have a lot of kids that can drive. Elizabeth, they can go and take their siblings, pick up some food, and it's pizza,
Well, and I
burgers,
remember-
mac and cheese, and it's stuff that they usually have during the school year. So
And
that's cool.
And I remember your siblings were doing that during
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big help. And I
But
don't-
it's the regular school food that they get, like
the pizza, the burgers.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
my friend, when COVID hit, we did that. We went to one of the bus stops that was in the neighborhood.
I love that.
They gave them like fruit, milk, and
No,
it
that's
was like
great.
here's like
fantastic.
2-3 bags per kid, and
Yep.
then
Yeah,
go back to the house and eat
and
that.
I love the fact that even if you're not in that district, they'll
You
still.
can- well, yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why
I would.
Participating children do not need to attend a school within the district, but the only thing they're required to eat their meals on site if they're eating at one of the schools. But the only thing that they have to be worried about is the age.
The age. Yeah. Yeah.
We got one. Cam is saying his first beer drunk was an Old Milwaukee.
Oh.
The
That was
beef,
rough for
Milwaukee.
mine,
and it was
man.
horrible. He said,
Yeah,
Hold on, Old Milwaukee. I feel like my grandfather used to drink that.
it's still
Oh wait,
around.
no. He used to drink Schlitz.
Schlitz.
I had a-
Everybody's
Schlitz.
parents drank.
Yeah.
I had a friend who drank Steel Reserve.
Ooh,
It's a malt liquor.
Oh, I don't know that.
That's not even a beer, really.
It's-
It's not. It's not. Everybody's parents I grew up with drank Schlitz.
Schlitz. Yeah.
So
the-
the
it was a red
commercials
label,
to
right?
say when you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
You're out of beer.
He said, Cam says COVID messed up everything. No 24-hour Walmart or HEB anymore.
Yeah.
COVID did mess a lot up. My biggest thing is the buffet, is Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut has not been around. Buffet has not been around since COVID.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Now I want pizza.
I
I think we
Schlitz.
can
I
get
want
one here
Schlitz.
at the Hollow, you guys. Don't forget, y'all come check them out. Kitchen open till midnight. You have Beverly and Julie behind the bar, but you have a Hollow burger, a Chipotle bacon ranch burger. You can get barbecue, you can get wings, you can get a turkey burger, the chicken Caesar wrap, which is Jerry and my favorite from the menu.
So I had the Philly cheesesteak yesterday. It was,
Oh, you had
it was
Philly cheesesteak.
delicious.
Yes.
And the buffalo chicken thing is my favorite.
Oh, the buffalo chicken salad. Yeah. So y'all come check them out. Ricky Bobby, thank you so much for
Well,
being
thank
my
you.
co-host.
Thank
It's
you
been
for
a
allowing
blast. And today is Tuesday. Hold on, we have got another comment.
Cam said he's on his way right now.
You're on your way, Cam. We'll wait for you. We will be here. I'm about to go get another drink from Julie and Beverly. I know this one's going to have another beer because it's his food, you know.
Because I'm upset about these 8 primetime games.
Still, he's not going to let it down, you
I'm
guys.
not.
Not going to let it go. Anyways, we will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for commenting. Thanks for watching. I'm going to tease y'all a little bit. Yeah, Sandoval, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to be doing?
I have no clue what we're doing tomorrow. I'm just
If
showing
Jerry
up.
doesn't know, hell,
I'm
we're in
just showing
trouble.
up.
Oh, because we've just come off of Memorial Day weekend, which is the unofficial official kickoff to summer. We will be poolside tomorrow with my girl Vanessa and a few other girls. So, yeah, hopefully I just saw a head
How
pop
come
up.
I haven't even
Hold
heard
on,
about
I
this?
just saw someone in our audience. He said, "Whoa."
I haven't even heard about this. I wasn't invited.
So yeah, so we will be poolside tomorrow. If someone's wanting to make a guest appearance all of a sudden.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll be poolside, and it's going to be fun. If the weather holds up, we will be sitting by the pool. So get your drinks ready, get your trunks ready, and all that fun stuff. Anyways, Sandoval, thank you for pushing buttons. Thank you for calling the show. Ricky Bobby, thank you for being here. And thank you to the Hollow for sponsoring and having us here today. It was fun. Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all later. Bye.